stones nowadays as we have. They had to even fix the fence. He then took the goats up to the hill to graze. And then he wishes to play Ata Pata with his friends, a kind of game. Even nowadays, Ata Pata tournaments are held in few schools, and their inter-school tournaments are even organized now for Ata Pata. Uh, then why he had to make the bed? So many things are there, but mom, she says that unless and until he makes his bed, he can't go. Then his mother explains the importance of doing the daily work. She explains that it was his work, that he has to do it every day. And she explains how his great great grandfather did even more work than what he used to do at that time. That's why then she says that unless and until he makes his bed, he can't go out. Then this 1800 boy and mother, they recede, and they stand to the previous pairs. And then a 1500 boy, years, that he enters. The dress up in those days was different: a loose sleeveless v-neck top and short dhoti with his mother in a 9-yard sari. We can see how the clothing differed from one century to the other. 1500 century, at that time again it was different. Nowadays we are stepping into 21st century, and it is different. Then Neil again questions, and this forefather of mine is from the 16th century. Mother is saying that she was from the 16th century. Uh, then the boy from the 16th century says to his mother, he had already milked the cows. In those days, they used to milk the cows. Then he had taken them to graze, fetched vegetables from their own farm, stacked them, swept the backyard and front yard. Now, then he requests his mother and takes permission. Can he play Ashtapad, a kind of game with his brother, that is Sampad Bhau and Mahadev Bhau, which and then he would be making his bed. But his mother again explains the importance of first completing your daily chores, and then she requests him to make his bed and then leave when he was the 14-year-old. Again we find that this particular pair of a boy and his mother, they stand away. Then enters a person from another century to the flare tunic and churidar waist band and turban, with his mother in a sari, upper garment and plenty of jewelry. Now this boy, he just see the language how they are speaking. My revered mother, he with respect he says, my revered mother. uh, he had fetched water from the lake and poured it into the farm channels to water. Nowadays we have got drip irrigation. Lot of farming activities have also improved, but in those days the things were totally different. He had again cleared the block channels and pulled out weeds. Then he had patched the mud walls. In those days, like we have tiling floors, in those days they had mud walls, which they had to just properly fix it, and properly they had to plaster it with mud. where there were cracks. Then he says, when everything is done, would he just go and watch the puppet show? But again, the same question is repeated by this mother also. Did he make his bed? Then she again explains the importance of making bed. She says that one shouldn't grumble while one is making bed, because his triple great grandfather, he used to work a lot when he was small like him. Christ era, that boy, he says Mata Devi. Just see the situation: mom, mother, revered mother, now Mata Devi. What all things he did: he fed the poultry, then tended the sheep, then kept the birds away from for 4 hours from their field using a sling, and also plastered the yard with dung. And he then wishes to play bhag chal with his friends, but his mother again asked, did he make the bed? Okay, so this is how it happens. Always mothers, they keep telling the importance of organizing oneself, importance of doing the tasks that are allotted to them. Just see the language, how it changed right from ancestors to till date. In 3000 before Christ era, the boy said, me bow to thee, me hunted down the food for our family, me help father to carve stone bricks for our new house. Me dusted our leather clothes, molded mud pots for cooking and put them to dry. Me need your kind permission to go and play chowpar with my friends. Why dost thou needs me to make me bed? Because she says that as she has ordered, he had to do it at that time. Then we realize that mothers, they may be from any of the centuries, maybe 100th century, maybe 16th century, they have to make beds. All mothers to their sons, in return, they repeat that they have to do it at that time of cleaning their bed, making their bed, and then doing other tasks. Now, then it comes, that is very much so. Mom is absolutely right. Then Neil says that he wished he had a robot to make his bed and tidy up his room. Then his mother says that nothing is impossible. If he really try, he would make such a robot that would make his own bed, for which he has to work hard, so that he creates a robot. And then the bottom line of this particular skit is, go and make your bed. That is, one has to make one's bed. Okay, in the next video we will be doing English workshop.